news overseas. After what seemed as a prolonged silence on presidential response on the deadly wildfire that razed much of Lahaina, Maui Island, the president and first lady are set to fly today to one of Hawaii's most picturesque islands to survey the damage and commiserate with the island's inhabitants, many of whom lost everything. VOA's Arash Arabasadi has more.
Oh my gosh, look at the harbor.
As rapidly spreading wildfires left Hawaii's second largest island smoldering, pilot Richie Olston saw it all from his cockpit.
Hundreds of homes leveled down to the ground. The historic section of the town is destroyed. All the historic buildings. Lahaina used to be the capital of all of Hawaii. Even the boats in the harbor were burned down to the water. They're gone.
What started as a brush fire quickly escalated amid a perfect storm of high winds and dry conditions that scorched the historic town of Lahaina in Maui, burning much of this commercial and cultural hub to the ground. Maui's emergency chief Herman Andaya resigned during the disaster amid criticism for not sounding the emergency sirens typically used to signal tsunami warnings. Andaya defended the decision, saying tsunami warnings drive people inland, and in this case that meant straight into the fire. His resignation was officially due to health reasons. More than 110 people have died in the fires, a number that is expected to grow in the coming days. The number of people missing remains unclear, but Hawaii first responders recently received reinforcements from the Department of Defense. Members of the U.S. Army and National Guard joined search and rescue teams, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, says relief efforts have so far been a success.
Right now, the search efforts are 78% complete in Lahaina town. And we continue to have our teams on the ground going through all of the structures that were lost as a result of this fire. But we've also given out already over $8 million to families that have been impacted and registered for assistance with FEMA. And our shelter population is down to just over 40, with over 1,200 people that have been moved into hotels, motels, and other types of short-term rentals.
President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are scheduled to visit Lahaina Monday. For area residents struggling to get basic needs met, Biden brings a sense of hope that relief will quickly go where it's most needed.
I'm very hopeful that him coming in will help expedite a lot of products coming in, a lot of supplies that aren't able to make it. Like the guys I found out from guys that are staying at the hotel that if it's not FEMA certified or Red Cross, they're not getting the supplies that are waiting outside their door. So, it's frustrating.
Even amid a global outpouring of donations and support, the Bidens will be visiting a disaster zone marked by the deadliest wildfires in more than a century. Arash Arabasadi, VOA News.